Right, we are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone on Facebook land and on Instagram land. I'm going to pull up my Facebook page again just so that I can see my chat because it's been kind of buggy lately. So I just want to make sure that I can see it properly. There we go. Okay, welcome, everybody. Great to have you on here whenever you are joining me, whether that be live or in the replay. Today I'm going to be talking about the subconscious secrets to wealth. And I'm really excited to share this one with you because this is something that I've been doing a lot of work on for many years, because I feel like wealth it's something that it can be very very polarizing in our society, especially right now when so many people are feeling a lot of pressure from these really wealthy billionaires who own uh, food lines and real estate, and people feel a lot of pressure right now, especially with inflation kind of going the way it's going, and it's been kind of crazy. And so groceries are more expensive, homes are more expensive, and then of course people's typical wages have not been increasing with that. So there's this, I think there can be a lot of feelings with this out in the world. And you can tell me a little bit about, when you think of wealth and money and building wealth, what words come to mind for you? And I'd love you to drop that in the chat. What words come to mind when you think about wealth and money? And I really feel and I really do believe that we all are abundant in our nature. We all are born filled with wealth. We are filled with a wealth of intelligence in our body, in these blueprints in our DNA, a wealth of potential of becoming and being anything in this lifetime. And that potential doesn't go away. It just, it's always there. It's just how we utilize it. So we all have the capacity to manifest financial wealth in our life, to manifest money and lots of it and abundance. And there can be a lot of beliefs tied to money, to the concept of money, which is something just that we created, an exchange of currency, that we just found to be the most effective way. It used to be trading cards, it used to be big rocks, and now we work with currency that we call money. So with that, there can be all kinds of baggage, and we can get imprinted with all kinds of beliefs around what money is, what being wealthy means, and those beliefs they stay with us throughout our whole lives until we decide to actively go and update them and make changes to any of the ones that are no longer serving us. So when you're born, you are born into a family, you are born into a culture, into a society where you are exposed to beliefs and phrases. And, the phrases that we hear when we are very, very young get imprinted onto our subconscious mind because we don't yet have the ability to discern. We just receive everything and take it as reality. So when we hear things like, money is the root of all evil, or rich people are greedy, then those things get imprinted onto us. And your subconscious mind, your mind is always trying to help you. It is trying to serve you. So if your mind believes that rich people are greedy and you don't want to be a greedy person, it's going to make it so that you don't become a rich person. So if you have found yourself in situations again and again and again where maybe you're really great at earning money, but you're not great at keeping it. Maybe you make lots and lots of money, but there always seems to be just enough. Or maybe you're great at saving money, but you're not great at circulating it. Maybe you collect it and are always afraid that there's not going to be enough, even if there's a lot in your bank account. So there's all different kinds of relationships that we can have with money, which is a concept and it is an energy, and it's essentially just an exchange. It's our method of commerce and our capitalist system, and this is the system that we're working with. So let's make it as intentional and aligned and beautiful and helpful as we can for ourselves and for others. And I really do believe that the most helpful thing we can do is for people who are in integrity, who are in alignment, and who are working towards a deepening of that, for us to become very, very wealthy and very, very rich. Because when you become wealthy, you have more resources to circulate. Wealth is simply being well resourced. And when you are well resourced, you are able to have a larger scaled impact in the world. You're able to circulate more wealth and move it and funnel it into places that are meaningful for you, that are aligned with your mission here in this world. So I see wealth as an ability to scale my work, to help more people, to have more resources, to have people working with me and supporting me and getting my work out into the world. I love money. I think it's a beautiful, wonderful thing, and I'm open to receive lots and lots and lots of it. And I didn't always feel this way. I have been in a place where my relationship with money was very tight, very rigid. When I was growing up, I heard lots of terms like there's never enough, there's not enough, there's simply not enough. And so I got imprinted with not enough, not enough. And so my subconscious mind made that my 3D reality, because it doesn't start out here. Whatever situation that we're experiencing in our life, your financial situation, your health, your relationships, any aspect of what's happening in your physical reality now, the issue does not start outside in your physical reality. The issue is inside. It is in the subconscious mind. That is where we hold the blueprints to our relationships with money, with romantic partners, with our body. So this is the only place truly we're going to create powerful and lasting change that is then going to be reflected into our outside world, that will then be reflected in our financial situations, in our romantic or non-romantic relationships, in our health and in our body. So if we want to change the outside world, you have to start looking inside. And it can be very counterintuitive for the mind. The mind, the more it fixates on it being a problem externally, the more lost it is. And I have been there, especially with my health. I had chronic illness that I have thankfully moved through and healed from, and my body's continuously teaching me lessons regularly that I'm listening to and adapting with. But there was a point in my health journey where I believed my body is broken, it is damaged, I'm not going to fix this, I'm not going to get through this, and it's because there's been some external contamination of my body, and there's nothing I can do mentally, spiritually, emotionally to fix it. Oof, that was tough. It was tough because I was so identified with the external outcome, with the external symptom of the problem. My mind was focusing outside of me. And the problem with that, regardless of whether it's for wealth, health, whatever it is, if anytime I'm focused on the outside problem, I'm not going to find the answers there. I'm not. Maybe some sort of temporary shift. Maybe if I'm in a relationship that's not serving me and I leave it, I feel a big shift and lots of changes happen. But the changes that are going to be lasting are the lessons that happen inside of me, that are going to be shifts that are happening in the subconscious mind. And that may or may not happen by changing my external circumstance. And so we go through all of this work. So we do all of these things. For examples with wealth, maybe we just say, I need to work harder. I need to push more. I need to grind it out. I need to learn more techniques on perfecting this. And building skill can definitely help, and that can be a part of it. But if I'm not dealing with the very core and the root of the issue, which is not out here, it is my subconscious. It is who I identify as. Do I identify as someone who's wealthy? Do I identify as someone who's always struggling? Those are the pieces, those are the shifts that are going to create profound and lasting change. And those shifts that I'm talking about are within the subconscious mind. They're the beliefs and identities, who I have identified as, my beliefs around money, my beliefs around wealth, my beliefs around people who are rich. Are they good? Are they bad? If I believe they're bad, my mind's not going to want me to become one of them. And with those beliefs, with those thoughts, we form emotions that get held in the body. And Our thoughts guide our emotions, and that guides our actions. So, what we believe about wealth and money is going to affect what I believe about that is going to affect how I act in the world. It's going to affect the opportunities that I do or don't recognize and take action on. Maybe I do see an opportunity. Maybe I've been wanting this situation. Maybe I've been wanting this opportunity um, to share my work and to speak on a stage, and I'm invited, I'm given this amazing opportunity to speak on a stage, and it's everything I've wanted, and then that opportunity comes and I go, moment of excitement followed by a moment of fear and shutting down and not taking that opportunity, not taking action on it, because my mind subconsciously is afraid. It's afraid of stepping outside of what it knows, of what it believes in, what it identifies with. So either the mind sabotages and stops, or it doesn't even recognize the opportunity, it doesn't even see it, it doesn't even register it in its conscious awareness because it doesn't believe in that reality. So as an entrepreneur sees, experiences this every single day because an entrepreneur is self-guided. The entrepreneur is the one who's steering the ship of their business. They're the one who's determining how much profit the business makes or doesn't make. And the way that the entrepreneur runs their business is going to have a massive, massive, massive impact on whether or not that business succeeds, on whether or not it's profitable. And a lot of businesses don't. I think they say 80% of businesses, maybe more, do not succeed beyond 2 years of being in business. And so, why is that? It's not because we don't have the information out there. It's not because we don't have the capacity to learn. It's not because there isn't enough teachers. It's not because we don't have access to resources where we can collect books, where we can go to seminars, where we can hire teachers and coaches. All of that is available. That's not the problem. The problem, I don't really want to call it the problem, but the root of why we don't reach our fullest potential, why we don't create as much wealth as we desire, a lot of the time is not outside of us. It's not a lack of opportunities or resources. It is the belief structures inside of the subconscious mind. It is who we identify as. It is how worthy and deserving we feel of something. These are all of the hidden things that are not visible, but these are all of the hidden things behind the scenes that are running the show. And if we don't address that part, we're not going to be able to create the external reality we want, or if we do, be able to sustain it. So that is really, really, really where all of the changes happen. And we can work externally, we can talk about it ad nauseum. I've worked with lots of people who've been to therapy for 10 years. I say, great, I love working with people who've been to therapy because you have so much awareness. You know, detailed all about the problems and where they come from, but they haven't shifted it. And so what you have to do is you have to actually shift it. You have to update those beliefs in your subconscious mind. You have to update those beliefs with your younger self within you. You have to release that energy that has been held in your body that's been tied to those beliefs. So if when you were younger and you heard money is bad, rich people are bad, we don't have enough, we're not the kind of people who can have that, we can't afford that, all of these things you got imprinted with, this is running in your subconscious mind. Feelings of worthiness are tied to that. Emotions and feelings of scarcity or fear, of frustration, of limitation, all of that is an energy that gets held in the body. And if that energy doesn't have anywhere to go, it's going to stick around there. It's going to linger there. It's going to make you feel heavy, dense, constricted. It's going to become a trigger that gets activated in moments of opportunity that you want, but you feel for some reason you can't have it, or you shouldn't go for it, or it's scary. So it's about shifting the beliefs, the programming that we receive from our family, from society, from the media, from our culture. It's about shifting those beliefs. It's about releasing the emotion out of the body, which, by the way, you can do in a very beautiful and gentle, healing way. When you do it in an energetic quantum space, I guide people in releasing that, and it can happen just like that, and it can be very beautiful and powerful and freeing. So it's about the beliefs, the emotions, shifting it out of the body, the physical body, not just talking about a problem, but going deeper, because the conscious mind is just the tip of the iceberg. The conscious mind is not what's running the show. It's what's beneath that. It's the subconscious mind, and you can access that. We all can. It's just a matter of learning how and being guided in doing so. When you access the iceberg beneath the surface, you can shift things very gently, you can shift things very rapidly, and it is really a process of going deeper into understanding yourself and healing and releasing the pieces and the parts that are not a part of your highest truth. Because your highest truth is that you are an abundant being. You are wealthy. You're born that way. You have infinite potential. You have infinite resources available to you as far as energy and guidance, information. You have the capacity to expand in a limitless way. You have an abundance of incredibly intelligent cells creating the super organism that is your body, that is holding your consciousness. You have insane levels of abundance. You are abundant, but you have to address the programming that you pick up as you are going through life. These subconscious things that are running the show, these emotions that cause you to feel stuck and sticky and dense. These are the things that need to be shifted so that you can then move forward. And this can be a beautiful, gentle process, and it's powerful and it is lasting. And so it is lasting, it is permanent. However, we have this collective energy and this collective consciousness around the globe of scarcity energy that exists in the air, exists in the soil, in the thoughts that circulate. Your thoughts don't begin with you, they move through you. You may just notice when you sit and meditate, all these thoughts come up, and they can come from you, but they also just float into your consciousness and float out. Thoughts are an energy, they just are moving around. So it is about shifting your identity, stepping into the identity of the true abundance that you are, the wealth that is within you and around you and available to you, releasing the heavy and dense emotions from your body, and also maintaining that awareness. And you maintain the awareness and the remembrance of who you are through the practice of continually reconnecting with your true self, with your authentic self, and with a community that supports you and nourishes these growing and strengthening beliefs and identities of the true abundance and wealth that you are. So I'm going to be wrapping up pretty soon, but for those of you who want to go deeper with this, we're doing this in my membership this week. We're doing a really powerful clearing and activation journey that is going to be focused on wealth and financial abundance. That's happening Thursday in Sacred and Unleashed. If you haven't heard of it, it is a beautiful, transformative membership for old souls to dissolve the blocks between you and everything you want. And so whatever it is you're trying to manifest, wealth, health, transformation and moving forward in your life, purpose, all of these things are available to you. They're your birthright. They're already within you. It's just simply a matter of learning how to access them, learning how to embody them, and take action from this part of you to make it your reality in your physical 3D world. So for anyone who'd like to learn more about that, for those of you on Instagram, you can check the link in my bio or send me a DM, and I'm happy to chat with you about it. And if you're on Facebook, you can just drop wealth in the chat, and I'll happily message you and give you more info about it. So just to recap and a reminder, you are wealthy. You are born wealthy. You are born with limitless potential. You are a definition of abundance in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, in what you can create and what is available to you. You get imprinted with scarcity thoughts and paradigms when you come into this world through family, through authority figures, through the media, through culture. Those imprints hang out in your subconscious mind, hang out in your body, and they govern your actions, they govern your thoughts, they govern your ability to see opportunities and the decisions that you make that will move you towards wealth or away from it, that will keep you in a place of what you believe to be true around money. If there's never enough, if it's hard to make, if it's hard to keep, blah, 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 your mind is going to make that your reality until you go and you update those files in your subconscious, until you release the heavy, dense emotions that have been preventing you from moving forward and expanding. When you do that, you will see new opportunities available to you. You will take new actions. You will make different decisions. You will become a different person that creates a different reality in your life, because the blueprint of what money is, of who you are, of what is available to you has changed in your subconscious, in your energy, and in your body. And from that place, you create a new reality. And that's the only place you create a true, lasting reality. If you try to focus on the world externally, you can have the same crap in a different setting again and again and again, because we create our reality. So it's not the external world where we're going to find the blueprints to shift that, it's internally. And when you learn how to go within and shift internally, miracles happen around you, because you embody your higher self. You embody the limitless version of you that you truly are. So thanks for joining, guys. Sending my love. Always happy to connect with your energy on here. And I will talk to you next week. Bye.